Peace, peace, family. Shalom, shalom. Peace, peace. Y'all climb on in. Y'all see what we got on the board today. Yeah, I'm finna piss somebody off. I come on here to piss somebody off today. We talking about a very, very controversial topic, getting into protein. So, I labeled this the protein myth that's killing us all. We finna talk about these proteins. Y'all climb on in. They wouldn't let me go live on my YouTube, man. I've been blocked from YouTube for about almost 2 weeks now, and I think they're gonna have me blocked for another week or two. Depends on how long they're gonna have me blocked, if I'm gonna be on there or not. But I am on my Facebook platforms. The website was supposed to link today. Hopefully it'll be fully linked tomorrow, and I'll be going live from my own platform from now on, so y'all ain't gotta worry about whether it's Yaki in Facebook jail, whether it's Yaki in YouTube jail. They be locking me up on all these platforms. But the website is done. It just need fully my other website server. So that's all we waiting on. And then from that, I'm gonna be going live directly from my www.yakioawaken.com. But until then, we're gonna continue dropping knowledge on here to everybody. I really want to talk about this protein myth, just for all the naysayers. And again, we coming from a clinical trials type of situation where we're healing people inside of our healing homes, shipping out herbs worldwide from Africa, Uganda, to literally Australia, everywhere, Canada. And we're seeing healing results. We got the healing results. We got the healing testimonies. We got the diagnostic sheets. We got everything that you could possibly need to prove and show that you are healing. So if we're showing this and we're healing by the thousands, and we're showing that once we take our clients off the protein, that the healing modality starts, then what does that mean? The common denominator is the protein, y'all. Once you get away from the proteins, that's when bodies start to heal. And we have to understand what protein is. So that's what this video is going to be about, the protein myth that's killing us all. We have to truly start understanding how complex protein is. Understand the simply formed way that Yahweh created our bodies, and show that protein is very, very destructive, it's very corrosive, and it's very acidic when it comes to the human anatomy. Now, can a lion eat protein? Of course. He have the digestive system for it. You see that? Can a hyena eat proteins? Of course. They have the digestive system for it. But can a human, a black man and a black woman, consume protein, especially high protein, complex amino acids? No, he can't. So before we truly get into this video, first I want to put a disclaimer out there. When I'm talking about protein, I'm not talking about simple amino acid structures. You have to have that. Without simple amino acid structures, you don't have life, because these things are the building blocks to cellular tissue. Your cellular tissue is what makes up your outer body. It makes up melanin neurotransmitters. It makes up the hemoglobin inside of your blood. It makes up a lot of things. I am talking about complex amino acids, which is what you get from beans when you don't sprout them, which is what you get from meat, whether you eat it raw or whether you cook it, whether you put sauces on it, whether you put spices on it, that meat. These are the high protein diets that I'm talking about that's killing my people. And what I've noticed is when you get the people off the high protein diets, healing testimonies start to emerge. So we know what the common denominator is under the back and forth. What's the argument? Or whether these high protein diets are dangerous or not. Once you get off the high protein diets, guess what we get? We get people off of dialysis. We get people kidneys back, because proteins is known to kill the kidneys. Protein is known to kill the nephrons inside the kidneys, to put you on dialysis. Why you think they actually test your nitrogen protein rate when you go get a urinalysis, and they check and you get a metabolic rate? These proteins are very destructive, y'all. So y'all climb on in. We finna talk about it. Let me shout some of y'all out. Steve, y'all, shalom, shalom. Sonia, shalom. Larry, shalom. JC, shalom, shalom. How y'all feeling? Erica Bourne, shalom. Sarah Jean, shalom. Y'all climb on there. Peace, peace, family. Peace, peace. Ari Brown, peace, peace. I've been seeing you on the channel a lot lately too, Queen. I see that you will be doing your thing as well. Shalom, shalom. Vivian Reed, shalom. Y'all climb on in. I know I ain't been at y'all in 2 weeks. We just been super busy, y'all. We very, very busy. We got the restaurant / clinic herb storefront being built. We got the healing house, which is people in and out of that at all times, building the websites. I'm actually going to be in Mississippi doing a live lecture and seminar on the 5th and 6th of February. We're going to be in Greenville, Mississippi. If y'all ain't got y'all tickets, make sure you get y'all tickets. I'm going with information that no one have never heard before. Never heard, and I'm standing on it. And we're going to talk about basically healing the mind, body, and soul. So y'all climb on in. Let's talk about this proteins. So I know a lot of y'all wondering, okay, if protein bad, then why is everybody telling me to get on a high protein diet, right? If proteins are so destructive, Yaki, if proteins are so corrosive and so acidic, then why do my doctor tell me it's best if I get on a high keto diet? Why is my doctors telling me that protein heals all? Well, I'm going to first off tell you, because your doctor don't know what the hell he or she is talking about, and they don't know nothing about healing, nor do they know anything about the black man and black woman human anatomy. That's why. That's why they push that, because they know nothing about you at all. Now, when you actually get into what a protein is a amino acid. These amino acid literally binds with phosphorus. They bind with nitrogen. They bind with uric. They bind with ammonia. They bind with glycogen. They bind with keto, and they bind with high carbon dioxide. When they bind to this iron phosphorus, when it binds together, that's what makes the protein and keep these building blocks like arginine and thymosin and all these other different L-lysines together. Now, the simple amino acid structure inside the protein is not the bad thing. L-lysine is not a bad thing, which is an amino acid. Guess what that do? It's a cellular proliferator. It prolongs your life. It relaxes your nerves. It actually coats the nerve ending. Arginine is not a bad thing if you don't have the protein parasite herpes inside of it. Now, if you got herpes, you can't have arginine. But if you don't, arginine is good for you. Again, that's a cellular proliferator. So we're not talking about the simple amino acids. I'm talking about when the amino acids have a polypeptide chain and it's 20 of them on there, and then not along with that, you have phosphorus wrapped in this deal. You have iron wrapped in this deal. You have uric acid wrapped in this deal. You have nitrates wrapped around it. These are the bad proteins for you. These bad proteins will be beans, any type of beans without being sprouted, will be grains with hulls on it that you're not pulling the hulls off, and will be your meat. These things are very, very bad for you, and it shut down the kidneys. The reason why is you're called black man, black woman. You're a prokaryotic cell. You are not from Earth. Yes, your body was created from Earth, but the rest of you and your molecules come from the stars, come from the sun. You are a child of the sun, whether you want to accept the fact or not. So guess what you need to eat to survive, or what you need to eat to thrive? You need food that is growing by the sun. Guess what ain't grown by the sun? These high protein diet. This is where you get the word nightshades from, because these things grow better in the nightshade or under the moonlight than under the sunlight. Then you start breaking down the anatomy of these things. They are very, 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 very high in acidity. Very high. So let's talk about it. Y'all ready? Type in some nines and we're going to get to it, family. Type in some nines and we're going to get to it. If y'all ready, let's talk about it. Even chickpeas. If you don't, look, chickpeas need to be sprouted. If you don't sprout your chickpeas, that's a protein, and it's very, very hard for the body to digest it. That's why people are running around with prolapsed colons. Colons looking like this. Here go prolapsed colon right here. Look at the colon. You see that? With all these polycystic type of scars and things on them in the transverse colon. Y'all see that? Look at the descending colon. Look at that muconoid plaque and cholesterol and mucus just built up on the colon wall. And these things happen from proteins. All right. Proteins is nothing but a proton. Now, and then this is the thing that amazes me. You got all these people talking about protein, this, protein, that, vegetables, this, vegetables, that, meat is good for you. Meat, you know what I'm saying? And they're not even biochemists. You're not even to chemistry to even break down the molecular structure of what you're talking about to even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about, because if you actually look at the protein process is acidic going in. Then when it breaks down, it's more acidic going out. It's more acidic going out and in. Now, you have some food that goes in alkaline and turn acidic once it go through its metabolic change. That's a different story. Then you have some food that go in acidic and come out alkaline. That's it, like pineapples. Pineapples go in acidic, but once it actually assimilates with the body, it leaves an alkaline ash. We can understand it. But guess what is the only thing that go in acidic and come out burning even worse? Protein. Your protein. Now, what is a protein? These proteins, they call them the building blocks of creation, right? But we see that protein technically is not really a building block of creation. Simple amino acid is. I've never seen a complex protein build anything because complex proteins break shit apart and break shit down. And the reason why I say that, because we see it all the time when we cleansing out our client's body from these high protein diets, kidney damage and everything. And the reason why is because the uric acid inside of your stomach, not the uric acid, but the hydrochloric acid inside of your stomach, even though that it can burn a hole through concrete, protein is so complex in its structure that it can't even break that down. Now, if the hydrochloric acid in your stomach that burn damn near the same thing as battery acid, which can burn a hole in concrete, if that can't break down a protein, then why are you putting it in your body? Because that's the only acidic side that Yahweh created in the body. Everything else is a what? It's a alkaline cellular buffer, meaning that it brings on alkalinity, not the acidic nature. So you eat a hamburger, you eating this hamburger and this hamburger breaking down, it tastes so good, but guess what it's full of? It's full of meat. Meat is full of protein. That's what protein is. It's cellular meat. And if it's not a cellular meat, then it's a different type of protein, which is in your beans. You can't break it down because you can't get through all of the phytic acid, the phosphorus acid, the uric acid, the nitrogen nitrate acid, the ammonia acid, the pyridine acid, the glycogenic acid, the ketogenic acid, the carbonic acid it got. It's so acidic going in, and then it rips and it tear at your gut going out. So then you have prolapse colon looking like this, or you bloated and you feeling bloated all the time, or you popping tumors and boils and cysts everywhere, or you getting fibroids because your protein intake is way too high when you ain't supposed to be taking it at all. Now, again, let's get back to what you are. You're a simple eukaryotic cell. Let's just get into a eukaryotic cell. A eukaryotic cell is every other race on planet Earth. You are a prokaryotic cell. A prokaryotic cell is an original cellular organism that came from the heavens or come from outer space, which we're going to call extraterrestrial. Then they landed here on Earth. That's what we're considered because we're the oldest people on planet Earth. But when we got here, we landed in somewhere in Africa, right? We're just going to use that whole continent. If you look out in Africa, when we landed, they was not eating meat. Meat was not a part of the diet. Everything that was a part of the diet was grown by the sun. This was a high fruit diet and then vegetables when you needed it or when the season changed. We started going downhill and dying when meat cooking started coming a part of our diet. That's when you start seeing everybody start dying, or the downcline to consciousness or stupidity and retardation really started coming into our people. Notice it came in with the food because you are what you eat. The body needs energy to produce ATP. Now, if your body's spending half the day trying to break down some damn protein that it cannot physically break down, then all the energy that's supposed to go to you being intelligent, to you living a high, vibrant, vitality life is going to go to you literally going back to sleep and being tired because you drained, because your body is trying to break down acid all damn day. Now, this caused the hydrochloric acid in your stomach to overreact because it's steadily trying to break down something that's already acidic that it can't break down. So now you got gas problems. Now you got inflammation. Everything is burning, prolapse colon. You can't use the bathroom, or if you is using the bathroom, you using it too much, then you having kidney problems. Now, if you look at the word protein, guess what's next to that? Proton. In biochemistry, a protein is related to a proton, right? An electron is created to is basically equivalent to an electrolyte or a alkaloid. This is your alkaline side of chemistry. electron. Your acidic side of chemistry will be proteins or protons. Now, everything in your body tries to maintain a balance of homeostasis. It's a back and forth fight to maintain the balance of HP, of 7.45 of your bloodstream, because if it go too up, you die of alkalosis. If it go down too much, you die of acidosis. So your blood must maintain its pH balance, right? Now, this is the thing about proteins. Proteins are what we reckon proteins is good for it. What the body does is it try to balance itself out. So what do proteins do? Proteins actually move around in an orbit shape, which is orbits look, and the crazy part is it orbit just like the orbit of the sun. That's how you know you're from the sun. But anyways, it orbit around inside of this atom, and it moves around the neutrons. Guess what it's doing though? It's borrowing charges, positive charges from the electron. So this is what I'm trying to tell you in the scientific form. Protein robs the body of alkalinity, because protons rob the body of electrons. Electrons equal electrolytes. Electrolytes is usually the water and minerals or the H2O or the H3O that you get from your food. This is what brings in all of your fructose, and that be converted over into your carbon dioxide and your water or your carbon, your melanin, which makes your energy, that makes you have a high vitality or vitality in life. Now, if proteins is equated to protein and protons, and we see that it borrows electrons or it steals from electrons, and it makes the electrons become acidic, then what do proteins do to the body? It creates an acidic nature. Look at all the byproducts from protein, right? You got phytic acid. You got phosphorus acid. Let's count them. That's 1. Phytic acid, 1. Phosphorus acid, that's 2. Uric acid, that's 3. Nitrate acid or nitrogen acid, that's 4. Ammonia acid, that's 5. Glycogenic acid, that's 6. Promidine acid, that's 7. Ketogenic acid, that's 8. Carbon dioxide, high concentrated carbon dioxide, that's 9. Do y'all realize how many acids is coming? And this is when it's coming in the body. Let's not talk about what it does to the stomach when your hydrochloric acid start trying to break down these acids, because you can't break them down. Man, this will bring up all types of putrefaction. Do y'all know what putrefaction is? That's why you're supposed to be on high fructose diet, because the body is made to ferment the food. Ferment the food due to the microbiome. The microbiome inside the body. It ferments the food, then the food break down, and then the bacteria and the biobifiidal bacteria in your gut take all the food and the phytonutrients, biotines, and then it takes it to the blood capillaries and administer it throughout the bloodstream. But if it can't break it down, then what happens is the shit sit in your stomach and it starts to rot, looking like this. This is called putrefaction. That's what protein does. They corrosive. It creates a mucus response, a lymphatic response. Notice when you see roadkill on the side of the road, you ain't finna go up there and smell and eat that, is you? Because it stank to high heaven. Notice it's all flies and shit and magnets being produced by these things. So if it's doing that on the road, imagine what it's doing inside of your stomach. And we wonder why our minds are messed up, why we can't think properly, or why we're not healing from disease, because you are what you eat. Do you realize what you eat breaks down into amino acids, simple amino acid structures into sugar? These things actually goes inside of the cell to feed the cell the phytonutrients and amino acid it needs. From there, it goes through the ribosome of the cell. Due to its RNA, the RNA goes inside the ribosome, take a photopic copy of the DNA blueprint, and then it births the new cell. Literally everything you eat becomes you. Because it takes the amino acids and the sugars from what you eat, and it becomes your new cells. So we wondering why niggas running around acting like chickens, or women acting like chicken heads, because all y'all eat is chicken. We wonder why men so horny and got so much lust on them, because y'all acting like dog, because y'all eating things that's equivalent to a dog. Or brothers and sisters have a very good home personality, because you eating and you can't get off the pork. It's the protein that's whooping your ass and got you thinking outside of you ain't even thinking with your right mind. You're not thinking with your right mind. Then you go to these lying doctors, they put you on a high protein dying with the kidneys already failing. And you wonder why so many people dying of kidney failure, because proteins will destroy your kidneys. Protein will destroy your gut. It will destroy your microbiome. It will destroy your heart. It clogs up the blood and it leaves all types of mucus substance in the blood and everything else. If you look at Professor Arnott, guess what he did? He had a theory. He said, okay, everybody keeps saying that this meat protein produces mucus. He said, I'm just going to boil meat. Just like the hydrochloric acid boil the meat inside your stomach, I'm going to boil meat at the same temperature Fahrenheit and at the same duration of time. I'm going to boil meat just like my stomach is boiling this meat, right? He did that. Do you know how much pus and how much acid and how much mucus was formed inside of the pot? So if that happens in the pot, what is happening inside of your body? And we wonder why you have a mucosa membrane problem, or they call it autoimmune disease, which there is no such thing, because there's no such thing as the autoimmune system. There's no such thing as it. Now we do have such thing as the lymphatic system. And if there was an autoimmune system, it will exist inside the lymphatic system. But we wonder why you have so much stagnated lymphatic system problems. That's because these foods are breaking down and becoming very mucousy and becoming very phosphorus. Now, the thing about phosphorus, which is phosphorus and sulfur, yes, phosphorus, it leaches calcium. That's what it does. Now, guess what's high in phosphorus and high in sulfur and high in carbon dioxide? Proteins. So then we wonder why you go get your blood checked and you get a CBC chart and you get your vitals checked and they say you don't have any calcium. You don't have any iron phosphate. You don't have any magnesium. That's because these are your alkaline electrolyte buffers. Remember? But remember what protons do to electrolytes? It borrows charges from them. Protons, proteins, electrons, electrolytes. Proteins, acidic acids, electrolytes, alkaline, alkaloid. So we wondering why we're wondering why we leaching or why we leaking so much of our alkaline minerals like calcium, like magnesium, like iron phosphate. That's because these high phosphorus protein diets are robbing all of your alkaloids out of your body. Like, when are we going to wake up? You are a prokaryotic cell. You are a single cell organism. Half of your body was literally created in alkalinity. The only thing in your body that was created to be acidic is your hydrochloric acid in your stomach. And guess what? The pancreas produces bile. Inside of the bile, you have something called sodium bicarbonate. This literally calms down the hydrochloric acid from burning too much, for it won't burn the other shit, because your body is full of alkaloids. You are designed alkaline in nature, but your body function in acidity. It functions in an acidic medium. That don't mean that everything's supposed to be acidic, though. So if you have amino acids that create your cellular structures, y'all. Amino acids. You have hydrochloric acid that sits inside your stomach sac. Everything else is built off of alkaline sugars. Even your DNA. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. But guess what that DNA is connected to? By minerals and by amino acids, to sugar backbone phosphates, pentose backbone phosphates. So your body is automatically created by Yahweh to hold a balance of 7.0 homeostasis on the potential hydrogen scale. That means you don't need to be eating shit that's acidic, because you already was created with too much acidity. You was created with the balance. So to keep you or your body on a high level of vitality, you need to be eating a high alkaline diet of fruits and of simple vegetables, not of complex meats. And then the whole anatomy of your body don't even complement it. Your intestines is damn 30 feet. It's 30 feet long, right? If it's 30 feet long and then you eat meat, that's 30 feet of tubes that have to go through, plus the colon, before it reaches your anus, before you get all these high acid things up out of your body. Do you realize how much that's burning while staying in your stomach? Then you eat a steak and you wonder why you ain't pooped in 2 weeks. You just burning your stomach up. But you eat some fruits, guess what? You're going to the bathroom in like the next 30 minutes to an hour. It makes sense. And then we wonder and we look into nature and we see why the lions and the tigers only eat meat. Well, their colons and their intestines is only about 10 feet altogether. So they can eat these things and then leave their body quick. And the hydrochloric acid inside of their stomach is 100 times more stronger than yours, meaning that their body was created and assimilated to break down proteins. So the protein diet is for the feline family. It's not for you, primate. It's not for you, African man, African woman, Hebrew Israelite. Whatever we want to identify it as, it ain't for you. And you wonder why you dying, because you have bought into this protein myth. It gives me muscles. No, that is full of lactic acids working out. That sweat is acid. Why you think it's coming out of your body? Because it ain't supposed to be there. That's why sweating is a good thing, because the acid is not supposed to be there. No, that's full of phytic acid. It burns the shit out of your kidneys. It's not supposed to be there. It's full of phosphorus acid. You got an STD when there ain't no STD. You pissing out the residue of proteins. It burns. Nitrogen acid. They use nitrogen to build bombs. It burns. Bombs blow things up. You see that? Glycogen acid. Like, yeah, I'm on a kidney diet. Oh, so you're on a kidney failure diet. That's what I say now. People be so happy that they on a ketone diet. Oh, you're on a kidney damaging diet. Okay, I understand, because y'all lacking the knowledge, because y'all too quick to just jump on bandwagons and hearing what these people talking about, and y'all all in for it instead of doing your own proper research. Don't just listen to me and go for it at all. Don't trust me off back. Everything I'm telling y'all, go inside of y'all computers, get on Google, order y'all some books, and y'all will see what I'm telling y'all is true. And we're the ones in the laboratories. We're the ones healing cancer, sickle cell anemia, HIV, leukemia. And by the way, all of these viruses are what? Proteins. Ain't that mind blowing? All of these viruses are proteins. Every virus. Show me a virus that's not a protein, family. I'll give you $5 grand right now. But proteins is good for us? How? Huh? How? To even check to see if you have a virus. Guess what they checking? Your glycoprotein. Because only protein can give you a protein response or a polypeptide response. We have to start making these things make sense, family. Your body, your anatomy is not created to eat no damn meat. I don't care what you're talking about. Your body is not created to eat meat. You have a 30-foot colon, 30 feet from your to your all the duodenum, all the way out through the ascending colon, through that ranum and through that rectum and that anus. 30 feet. Look, a feline is 6 feet to 10 feet at the most. It shows you what food that you're supposed to be eating. You're supposed to eat food that assimilates the molecular makeup structure of your body. It is not a protein, y'all. Everybody that comes to us, we cannot heal them until we get them off the protein. That's the first thing we say. What is your diet looking like? What's your diet look like? Soon as I tell us protein, hey, you got to get off the protein because it's acidic in nature. Again, let's just count on one more time. Phytic acid, 1. Phosphorus acid, 2. Nitrate acid, 3. Uric acid, 4. Promidine acid, 5. Glycogenic acid, 6. Ketogenic acid, 7. Carbon dioxide, 8. And phosphorus oxide, 9. All of these things is what builds up complex protein. You are a prokaryotic cell, meaning you're a single cell organism, not a eukaryotic cell like a feline or like a Caucasian man or like a Mongoloid. You're not them, or like an Asian man. They can eat them type of things, but you were here first, meaning that you are prone to the food that was grown here first. The food that was grown here first, that was for meat, that's supposed to be meat onto you, was fruits, yielding seed after its kind. And vegetables yielding seed after its kind. A fruit that grows from a tree is a fruit. A vegetable that yields seed, the reproductive part of a vegetable that grows from a vine or the ground, that's a fruit. You are naturally a frugivore. Even the Bible tells you that. You're a frugivore by nature. But we go on and we just eat what we want to eat, and then we wondering why we thinking the way we thinking and why we not healing. In order to truly organize the black man mind and to get us back in our etheric bodies, back as gods, back as kings and queens, we must first change our diet. That's the discipline. That's going to bring the moral laws and bring back on morality. But first we have to check what we putting in our bodies, because you are what you eat. If you eat fire, you're going to get burned. And this shit is acidic. It's flamed up. That's why we get all the inflammatory responses from it. Guess what's going to cool you down, though? The sugars. That's going to cool down because it's full of electrons. Now, remember, biochemistry, protons or proteins borrow electron charge. So if I hire my electrons or my electrolytes, which is from my fruits, then I can calm down the protons. Now it ain't spinning around in the atom trying to eat up every damn thing it sees, because that's what acid does. That's the male principle. Alkaline is more feminine in nature. This is where you get your feminine side from, your alkaline side. It's a nature, it's a lipid, it's an oily substance. It reminds me of cholesterol or the mucous membrane. It calms shit down. It's like a baby. It rock you, it nurse you. You put that on fire to put fire out. That's what alkaline or the mucous membrane is about. It's like the fireman pull up with the fire truck. He pull out that hose. Guess what he's spraying? He's spraying mucus or electrolytes. That's all mucus is. Now, don't get me wrong. Too much mucus is very acidic to the body, because what it does is it traps and it blocks proteins and protons and acids in. Then it crystallizes. And when it crystallizes, this is where a lot of manifestation of diseases is isolated out. But don't get mucus wrong. Mucus, so Dr. Sebi say mucus is the cause of every disease. When you truly get into the anatomy of the body and you get to biochemistry, mucus technically is not the cause of every disease, but where you find disease at, you're going to find mucus, because mucus tried to save the day. The thing is, you never stopped eating a protein diet, so the mucus started producing itself excessively. Now the mucus is literally drowning the cells, and the cells are suffocating. Now, since the cells are suffocating, it causes the lymphatic system to become stagnated. When the lymphatic system becomes stagnated, it shuts down the adrenal glands. When the adrenal glands go down, your melanin neurotransmitters go down. Now your kidneys and the nephrons in your kidneys are not filtering properly. That's what protein does. It attacks the kidneys head on. Y'all notice I haven't said not one thing good about a protein. So if I'm in the clinical trials, if I'm studying these things, we're in the laboratories, we got the thousands of healing cases from all the diseases that they say can't be reversed, which they can because we do it on a daily, then how are you going to sit up here and tell me that, you know, protein is good for the body? You need to be on a ketone diet, a keto diet. Oh, okay, a kidney failing diet then. And then we wonder why the brain, the true brain, which is the gut, looks like this. Looks like this. You ain't pooped in a week, and you wonder why you got headaches, your skin breaking out, bumps everywhere on your skin, because your skin have to take a shit because you can't poop. Excuse my language, y'all. When I get passionate, I start, you know, because you can't poop, because your stomach and your bowels are prolapsed, have literally collapsed on each other, because these corrosive proteins have torn all the elasticity out of your bowels. Now you can't even pass nothing through. Your colon is in knots. You got cysts and knots. You got fibroids as big as golf balls and tennis balls inside of your uterine wall. What's causing that? Protein. What else is causing that? Look, arginine, which is a main protein factor, connected to what? Estrogen and estrogen and pregnenolone. Protein. Like, you can't even show me not one disease, not one disease that's involved in proteins. But y'all saying proteins is good. Well, the body needs protein, Yaki. No, it don't. The body needs simple amino acid structures. You find that in your fruits. You find that in your simple vegetables. You don't find it in no damn meat. You find complex polypeptides, protogenic, nitrogen-filled, uric acid, phytic, phosphorus proteins inside of meat, inside of your beans when you don't sprout them. And they say, you beans good for your heart. No, they won't. And then they have the nerve to call it a kidney bean. Yes, because it destroys your damn kidneys. Wake up, fam. Look, we have to truly wake up, y'all, and start thinking about healing in a simplistic state. It's called geographic genetics. This is where my geogenetics herbal therapy come from now. From the landmass that you come from, the natural produce that ground and that them trees produce, that's what you supposed to be eating, family. That's what goes in your mouth. The things that come from trees. Why do you think all animals walk on all fours and their neck go towards the ground? Because they are made to eat grass. Why you think a cheetah is built long like a damn Maybach or like a Ferrari and they short to the ground? That's where they can gallop and catch up. And notice their intestines are very straight. That way they can eat proteins and they come right out and they poop. But you stand upright just like the gorilla, just like the primate. And you have thumbs that do this, and you can grab things, and your arms can do this. For what? For you can pull fruit from trees. Notice, can't no other species on planet Earth do that but primates, showing you the food or what species that fruit was meant to be for. You and I. Show me another animal that can go up to a tree and carefully select his fruit, just like this, and pick an apple and eat it. Pick berries. Show me an animal that can do this, that can just pick a berry from a tree like that and eat it. Nobody but primates, and you are a part of the primate family. You are the original primate because you are the original black man and black woman. You're the original gene on this here planet, y'all. You are made for simple foods, not complex foods, man. And we've been proving this time and time again, but you always got these know-it-alls or some that ain't never been don't even know nothing about a healing house, nothing about a herb that's trying to tell you what your diet's supposed to be. Get on somewhere, man. Y'all out here killing my people with all these lies. Everything you thought you knew about healing, everything you thought you knew about spirituality, everything you thought you knew about anything is bullshit, a total lie. And they do that to keep us locked in this damn box, to keep us prisoners to ourselves, because they know who we are. You just don't know who you are. Because if you loved yourself and you knew who you are, you wouldn't be eating that bull crap that you eating. And that's the reason why. Only thing you have on your mind is sex, vagina, or penis. Only thing you got on your mind is materialistic things like money. And you don't even think about purpose, because purpose comes from food. Because that's what drives your mental stability. That's what breaks down into your psychedelic chemistry. Do you realize you are what you eat? What you eat plays a good part of how you think in your perception of life. Diet is key. You're not only digesting food, you're digesting your whole entire environment. It wasn't an apple that Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. She had sex with the serpent or with the Nakash, with this ancient reptilian being, showing you that you digest or ingest your whole entire environment, y'all. It's way deeper than just what you putting in your mouth. Now, is that the number one cause of the sickness? But you have to be ready to sick to even put a piece of meat in your mouth and think that it's good for you. How can you truly say you love yourself if you're eating things that destroy your body, your mind, and your soul, family? How can you truly love yourself? And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach you how to re-love yourself. Tell you that you're special, that you're a god, that you're a queen, that you're everything. We are literally the gatekeepers here to this realm of density of dimensions of earth. We are fifth dimensional beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This shit is a university. This is a school, family. And we fell in the test. But guess how we can reverse this? Start with the diet. Start with the diet. That's it. If you truly love yourself, why are you eating things that's going to putrefy inside of your temple? You see it on the side of the road, creating maggots and all types of shit and stinking to high heaven. You wouldn't go eat roadkill off the road. So why in the hell would you put a piece of meat, roadkill, on a barbecue grill, put some barbecue on it? And look, this is how you know that you are a frugivore by nature and you're prone to eating herbs. You do everything in the world to make that meat taste like a damn vegetable. But you a meat eater, though. You put all types of herbal spices, sea salt, pepper. Let me get me some lettuce leaves for this deal. Let me get me some mustard seeds. Let me get some tomatoes that they call ketchup. I'm gonna put all types of fruits and vegetables on this shit just for it to taste good. Boy. But you a meat eater, though. Get out of here. You hate the way meat really tastes. That's why you gotta dress it up, cook it, bake it, put all types of herbs on it just to even digest it down. Make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. Y'all got to make it make sense, man. Putrefaction. I don't want nothing in my belly that's going to putrefy. And then look, notice the same thing it does on the road where it create maggots. Maggots came from up out of that thing. The same thing it does on the road, putrefy and create maggots and flies. It does the same thing inside of your body. These maggots are just called parasites, hookworms, fluke worms, hemith worms. Yes, things like that, tapeworms. And you wonder why you're getting all these worms. We already have all the microbiota inside of us that we need. We don't need to be adding microbiotas to our stomach, because these things is what causing us viruses. You cannot show me one virus or one protein that haven't been brought inside the body by the body creating it by itself, or by from the foods you eating, and then these toxic worms and these toxic parasitics are birthed in these things in the body. We do too much lab work and we do too much field work, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all this from firsthand, from out here working with my hands, healing people. This is not nothing that I read from a book, even though I read a lot. These are things from us being inside of the field doing this, y'all. Being in the field. We out here doing this. Why you think we got healing homes and everything else? So I'm not speaking from because I just learned this from a professor. I'm speaking from hands-on experience, from fuck-ups and all. Yes, I done messed up and everything too. It took me years to get to this amount of knowledge, true knowledge that I have. And I'm just trying to share this with the world for you don't have to keep going through the mistakes that I went through. If y'all understand everything I'm saying so far, type in some nines. Y'all understand what I'm saying so far, type in some nines, family. Hallelujah. All praises. All praise. It's time to truly, truly change the environment. We have to start mimicking the land, the true land that we come from. The true land that we come from. And I know we was here in Americas before the white man came here and all of that. But before then, where were we really created at? We was created in the eastern region, y'all. And if you see us, we're islanders. We're tropical beings. That means we need tropical food, or we need to at least try to assimilate that environment while we out here. That's the whole point of geographic genetics, or my new herbal therapy, geogenetic herbal therapy. That's the whole point of it. We literally healing people because we put you back in that African environment, back in that Jerusalem environment, back in that Asiatic, Shemitic environment. That's what's going to heal you, because them foods have all the simple amino acids and simple sugars that you need to truly, truly rinse the cells on an intracellular level, open up the kidneys for you can filtrate this lymphatic system, really you nervous system, adrenal glands, you know, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, to turn them 7 churches or them 7 vortexes, whatever we want to call them, which I call the glandular highway, to get that melanin back balance, y'all. That's what we need. That is not in proteins, family. I'm sorry to tell you. Protein is very, very acidic. It is very corrosive. It tear up shit. It tear down the body and all types of stuff, y'all. And it shut down the kidneys. And without the kidneys, it's impossible to live, because you have to filtrate all of the byproducts that the body creates on its own without even doing nothing. You can have a totally alkaline diet, but from all the byproduct processes that the body does, which is burning glucose into fructose and fructose into ADP, ADP, and AMP. It's all types of carbon dioxide and uric acid that comes from that your body is already creating naturally. You don't need to add to that process by messing it up more by eating acid food, because your alkaline food has an acid by process anyway. That's enough as it is. That's enough. Why are you adding? Why are you making a problem worse by eating some hamburgers, eating some meat, some steaks, and notice all of your expensive food is the food that is jacking you up anyway. You're going to spend $30, $40 on a steak that's going to kill your ass. It makes no sense. We are in a mental prison, and we need to get broken out of it. And the first way out of that is your diet. From that diet, once you learn the discipline, because your gut is a brain, family. All right. So when you feed in the gut, you're feeding the brain. The true brain is the gut. That's the true brain. This is the true brain. This, not this, y'all. This is not the true brain. I'll take this damn thing off. My brain fell apart. This is not the true brain. All right? This is not. This is an interface. Your brain inside of your skull is an interface. Your heart is a memory bank plus a valve. It's not a pump. It's not a pump. Guess what pumps your blood, y'all? It's not your heart. It's the biggest lie ever. The lungs pump your blood, and it pumps your blood with oxygen. It's called cellular respiration. Just breathe. See that? That's a pump. Your lungs are breathing in, inflaming, and then they're collapsing. That's the pump. Your heart is a muscle tissue. It's a squeezer. It's not a pump. Your heart is squeezing through electrical beat due to the pods inside of your cerebellum. That's what's controlling this squeezing. That boom, boom. That's not a pump. That's a squeeze. That's a valve. That's why the heart looks like a valve chamber. So this is a chamber. Why y'all think they call it the four chambers or ventricles of the heart? Y'all saying the heart is a pump. They've been lying to you. The lungs are a pump. The heart is a valve. The brain is not a brain. The brain is an interfacer. Guess what your brain is? It's gut. And guess what you feed in your gut? Bullshit, proteins, milk, eggs, putrefaction, acids, an acidic environment. Nothing alkaline, nothing that's going to simulate with you and feed your body phytonutrients or feed it light cold frequency that come from the sun. You feed it every damn thing else and wonder why you can't think straight. Wonder why you have brain fog. Wonder why you can't love properly. Wonder why you have problems, issues, everything. It's because it's you. It's what you put in your body. All right, we have to remember that you're not only a physical being, you're a spiritual being too. Remember, we are spiritual light beings having human experience, meaning your food don't only break down the chemical physical substance, but in your physiology, it breaks down into cytosubstance too, which is spiritual substance. So that's why where you think the word soul food come from? They just put it on the wrong damn food. Because soul food supposed to be good for the soul, supposed to be good for the subconscious and the conscious mind. You see that? It ain't supposed to be bad for the spirit and for the soul. They done put the wrong word on the wrong food because what we call soul food is slave food, and that's the shit that's killing us. True soul food is in apples, is in your watermelons, your fruits, your berries, and your melons, and your sprouted grains, and your sprouted beans. That's what true living food is. That's good for the soul. We got to watch the mind sorcery, all these word sorceries. They got you saying soul food because they know we have soul because that's what melanin is. So you're going to automatically assimilate soul food with this bad food because it's full of sugar and you equivalate sugar with love. That's why grandma call you sugar. You call your significant other honey bun. Come here, sweet thing. We always look, everything that is deemed unhealthy, we equivalate it with love and we're wonder why we're dying because we're the people in the nationality of nation that lack the most love in the community, and we're emotional eaters and emotional thinkers because we eat bad food. Don't call me honey bun. Ain't nothing sweet about me unless it's some fructose from a fruit. Not no processed sugar from a sugar cane that's gonna kill me. That is a pseudo cytotoxin. It literally kills the blood. That is a neurotoxin. It literally brings damage to the neurons in your brain. Yes, sugar cane. Don't bring me no processed sugars. I don't want it. But notice we always trying to simulate that. And we wonder why diabetes is so high in our family. Because we have an addictive personality through our melanin. Our melanin is a absorption. It's a major absorption factor. That's what it does. That's why the nations that get addicted to things the most. That's why you see a lot of black crackheads rather than Caucasian crackheads. Because once we get a substance that charge our melanin, whether it's a good or bad charge, we got to keep absorbing it. And they know that. That's why they put all the bullshit in our neighborhoods. All of it. Go to our neighborhood. What the first thing you're going to see? Nothing that's a part of your original culture. It's all mixed cultural in your neighborhood. The neighborhood full of Negroes, black Negroes, but you got a Chinese store that sells Chinese food. Chinese food is not a black man food. A beauty supply that sells Asian hair, China hair, Brazilian hair. A Brazilian person is not a black woman. Huh? Blonde hair. Then they charge you up the ass. I'm gonna get that silk. Huh? You spending top dollar on it. That ain't even a part of your culture. The clothes you wear, that's not a part of your culture. Pharmaceutical companies on every corner. That medicine is bad for your body. That kills your body because you're an original creator. You're an original being. You're a god. You're a queen. Huh? Everything that was put inside of your neighborhoods was made to kill you. Yes, biochemical warfare. And you buying into it. You buying it and you eating it up and you dying as fast as we being born. And that's why I promote, man, get out here, get healthy, clean these women and have as many babies as possible. Man, y'all need to be dropping babies like nothing. Make sure you're there for them. Make sure you got enough money to take care of them. And to take a village. Maybe we need to take a village to raise a community. But we are dying more often. We're reproducing. We need to be making love around here and making these babies. For we will not, look, we becoming a distinction about this deal. We're dying off. Because we eating a white man's food. We wearing a Chinese man's memorabilia. Look, every nation, we engulfed in every nation but our own. Why is that? And we can change all of this just by changing our diets, y'all. Once we change our diets, we can think better, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Straight up. You look, I've been in this field for so long, family. I've been doing this for so long and teaching this for so long, and we've been healing people for so long, right? I can literally tell you off your diet, what type of thoughts you have, right? What type of diseases that you done had, right? And if you don't stop the diet, what's going to happen? Off of what you eat, I can tell you your thoughts, your day-to-day average thoughts, showing you that the food we eat molds and shapes our perception and our reality. The things you put inside your digestive system, inside of your real brain, right? Which is mainly produces of serotonin. See, the interface produces melatonin. That's the spiritual side of the physiology. But I'm talking about that physical side, serotonin, which means to be serious. That's where it comes from. Melatonin, which means to be mellow. We need to be feeding net real good food. I can tell you your thought pattern based off the food you eat, showing you that these foods is more than just taste, y'all. This shit is information. Food is information. What type of information are you feeding your brain? And how can you love yourself if you feed yourself bad information? And how can you love your children if you put that same bullshit in their mouths? How? We must do not understand what love is. We must do not understand what love is. True love is a hava in Hebrew. It means one who gives oneself. If you truly love yourself, you would sacrifice yourself for your children. You would sacrifice your animalistic nature to live a prosperous life of vitality, of power, of creation. It's so many of us walking around with no purpose because the food, we don't have a proper diet program. Switch the diet program. Notice purposes just start jumping out of thin air. You're like, damn, that was a great idea. You wake up inspired, lifted up, and all types of shit just by changing the diet. That's the key to freedom first, y'all. Diet. From diet comes the morality, the moral law. From the moral law comes the code of conduct, the real discipline. From the discipline comes different expectations and categories of life. From there, you find your driven purpose. But notice it started with your environment, and your environment is your food, and your food is digested not only by your stomach, but by your interface, by your heart, which is your memory bank, in your true brain, which is the gut, by way of the skin. Your skin is made of the same cells that your both brains are made of. Remember, the first thing that's created is the brain, the heartbeat, and the digestional tract. These things literally break up into the mesoderm, the ectoderm, and the mesoderm. These is what makes the embryonic fetus. The fetus literally is lined up with the tissue that makes his gut. That's the first fully grown thing on that baby for real. Because that gut turns into the skin, that gut turns into the brain, that gut turns into the tissue for the heart. Your gut is your whole entire body. What you feed your gut, you feed every inch of your physiology. Point blank, period. That's why it's 30 fucking feet long. It goes through the whole body. The gut starts from the tongue and it ends at the end of your butt. That covers more parts of your body than anything else other than blood and lymph. And guess what? The blood feeds the cells of the gut. The nervous system moves and communicates with the cells in the gut. And the lymphatic system cleanses the cell in the gut. Everything goes back to that true original brain, which is the gut. And y'all just doing all types of things to it and feed it these destructive proteins. And y'all think y'all know what y'all talking about, and y'all have no clue. And for the lack of knowledge and the lack of being misunderstood, y'all are dying. Y'all dying from it. Y'all collateral damage due to stupidity and not really wanting to learn. And it's time for y'all to get past these barriers. Change that diet, change your perception, change your life. Straight up, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. And I truly hope y'all are taking this in and really eating this food for thought. And you see that, for spiritual food for thought, digesting this food and really ingesting and bringing this down and letting it assimilate with your body. Hopefully this will change one of y'all diets today. Hopefully one of y'all will put down meat and never go back to it again. Hopefully one of y'all throw away these dairy products and never go back to it again. Hopefully one of y'all will put down these high keto diets and never go back to it again. Hopefully one of y'all will stop drinking all these damn sodas with the high fructose corn syrup, which is killing you, making you dumb and drying out your brain like damn alcohol. See that? Everybody talking about he's an alcoholic, she's an alcoholic. That's a drug addict. But you addicted to damn sugar. Sugar cane. I don't see the difference between sugar cane and cocaine. You addicted to sugar too. But we all got these judgmental personalities. Negro, your diet off. How's everybody off and you just got it right, but you eating a dead man's food? Huh? It's time to change our perception, y'all. We need to rebirth a new nation on an economical, political. You see that? Economical, political, and a defense-wise system. True black liberation starts with diet, y'all. True, if you truly want to free your mind, watch what you're putting in your body. That's it. Everything. Like the diet effect. As soon as that diet, everything else start happening. But it start with the diet. Let's be disciplined, y'all. Let's be disciplined. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got here. Y'all understood everything I'm saying? Type in some nines. I'm going to answer a few of y'all questions, too. I ain't come on here to be on here long. Most High willing, my website will be up tomorrow, y'all. I know I told y'all it was going to be up yesterday. The lady that built the site, my sister, my beloved sister, I ain't get it back in contact with her. Hopefully I'll get back in contact. Hopefully she didn't send me a message back today for real. But it should be linked. We just wait on the link. The website done. We got a few more pages we're going to do, but we're going to go ahead and post the site after that. My partner, my business partner, my beloved brother Kobe is in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all follow him. You know what I'm saying? Kobe ran up 3.5 million last year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Kobe. He's a brilliant business-minded man. He actually taught my business and brought my various business very long ways. You know, one of my business did 1.1 million last year. So, like, y'all get with Kobe. Kobe, put your information in the board, brother. For he's creating a podcast, a dope podcast, teaching y'all literally how to conduct yourselves in financial freedom. And not only is he teaching y'all financial freedom, but he's bringing it from a lifestyle change as well. You know, he not eating meat no more. He done cleaned this diet up and cleaned this body out. He's been spending a lot of time with the Yaqui. You know me, I rub off on people. He getting his life together, and man, his business mind, man, will blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? Just with him and all my wives, man, we ran it up last year just with one of the businesses, you know, and y'all can do this same thing and have this same type of financial freedom for y'all can find purpose with changing your diet. You see what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get at Kobe. Kobe, drop your name and everything inside of the comments. Drop it in there. Y'all follow Kobe, y'all. Y'all follow him. Kobe Pegway. Make sure y'all follow my brother. That's my beloved brother. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he a good dude. He a good dude. All right, anybody got any questions? I'm gonna start answering and taking questions, y'all. Y'all got any questions? Go ahead and drop it. Any questions? I'm going in order. Hey, if I miss y'all, it's C-O-B-Y, y'all. Kobe, C-O-B-Y. Peg, I can't spell his last name. Peg Hughes. He in here. Post your name, brother. If any of y'all got any questions, y'all. Any questions, type of man. I'm going to try to start going slow. If I miss y'all, please don't be mad at the brother. It's so many people in right now. So, all right, first question. Dang, I missed her. Here she go right here. All right, Zipporah. Is gold water good for us? I would say no, because the one thing you do not want to do, Zipporah, is isolate chemistry. That's what they're doing in the medical fields, and that's what they're doing when they literally playing with these supplements. They isolating chemistry. If you want gold, drink you some hydrangea root. If you want gold, drink you some hawthorn berries. If you want gold, drink you some saw palmetto berries. Gold is naturally in there in its holistic form. See, we need to get out of the isolated realm. That's how this government system deals with us. That's how this beastly animalistic nature deal with us. We are prokaryotic cells. We are the original gods here on earth. Everything we do is from a holistic standpoint. So you don't only need gold, because gold literally will pull silver and pull zinc up out of you. You see that? So gold is good for the body, but it's good when it's in a balanced form with zinc and copper inside of it already. And you'll get these things from your hydrangea root, from goji berries, from your hawthorn berries, and from your saw palmetto berries. So gold water isolated chemistry is very bad for you. You might feel good because it's going to be a stimulant at first, but the long-term effects is not worth it. So if you want gold, eat it in its holistic form. That way it's properly balanced with the other essential phyto minerals that you need, or what we're going to call electrolytes for the body. Who else we got? All right, Victor Brown, high blood pressure. Basically what high blood pressure is a systolic and a diastolic problem. If you really want to understand high blood pressure, you will get into the kidneys. So when I say systolic, this is always the adrenals. This is your top number. When I say diastolic is where you get the word dialysis from. This is always the kidneys, the bottom number. Usually when you have high blood pressure, that means the nephrons are too filled up and the pressure is building up because it's not releasing any of the acidic changes that's supposed to be going through your urethra into the toilet. So if you're not urinating properly, that pressure is going to be built up because you're backed up, stagnated lymphatically. So if you have high blood pressure, you have a lymphatic problem. Not only do you have a lymphatic problem, but you have a high cholesterol problem too, because cholesterol plaque is going to build up due to dehydration. So the best way to fix high blood pressure is to hydrate the body. Hydrating the body with H3O2. This is fruit juice. You can do H2O, but H2O is kind of bad, especially if you're not used to a disciplined diet. So switch to an all fruit diet. Make sure you don't drink any more than 40 ounces of juice a day. Fresh fruit juice, make sure it's apple and celery. That'll really get your kidneys kicking and open them up for filtration. Once you start moving that lymphatic system and getting all that cholesterol plaque build up out of you and hydrating the body back, because what happens in high blood pressure is through the arteries, through these veins, what happens is the pressure, the hydration causes the arteries to shrink and become hard. So when they become hard, they get real narrow. When they get narrow, the blood still have to flow through these areas to bring life to the cells inside the body to carry the phytonutrients. So that blood start pushing hard as hell against the artery wall. And that's what make the blood pressure go up. But the reason why the pressure was up in the first place is because your nephrons inside of the kidneys are already blocked up. And then what are they blocked up with? They're blocked up with phytic acid. They're blocked up with uric acid. They're blocked up with lactic acid. It's too many acids inside of the body. So if you get rid of the acidic spectrum or the acidic medium of the body and you hydrate it, that's how you're going to get rid of all these acid or this acidosis problems, by hydration with H3O2, which is fresh fruit juice. And some herbs, and I'm gonna give you the herbs at the end of what I'm talking about. Notice that the veins and vessels can relax again because you're getting all that plaque out, and then your vessels are becoming elastic again, and that blood can flow properly. And then the adrenal glands are back online because the adrenal glands is in control of the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. Now your blood is flowing properly, your kidneys are filtering perfectly, and your blood pressure had went down. Now the best herbs you need for blood pressure, always cleanse your blood with the bars family. Get some burdock root and some yellow dot, but it's a flower that comes from Honduras called Flor de Manita. Flor de Manita is actually Sabi's favorite flower for high blood pressure. Get you some Flor de Manita flour, sip on that, drink that, get my blood builder and iron nourisher kit. Take that kit with an all juice diet if you can stand it. If not, do fruit juices and fruits. Blood pressure be completely reversed in a week. Easy work, family. We just have to apply the knowledge. You see that? We're talking about application. Practical application of knowledge is what creates a wise mind. See, if you're listening to this information in the spirit, that melanin is connecting with you, that Ruach HaKodesh is connecting with you, telling you that everything I'm saying is true, and you still go against it, then that's stupidity. That's sottish at that point. That's not wisdom. Wisdom is when you apply the information to one's life. And that's how we get all the healing cases. The healing cases from those who apply the information that I teach them, not from those that hear it because it sounds good, but they never do nothing. They never make a change. Today, make a change. That bullshit you was going to put in your mouth today, throw it in the trash. Make a change now. Get up. Throw them cigarettes away now. Pour that alcohol out now. It's killing your liver anyway. You don't need alcohol to kick it. You don't need weed and cigarettes to kick it and have a good time. You should be high off life. You should be high off fructose, off glucose from fruits. Yeah, that's the real high. See what I'm saying? If you got to drink and smoke to kick it, your personality suck ass. I'm just saying. Because your diet's messed up. You got to change that diet, family. You got to change that diet. Who else we got? Who else we got? My queen Aniyah, she said, no, the site will be live sometime this week. Yeah. Hey, my queen, post Kobe name in here. I don't think Kobe posted his name in here. That's one of my wives, y'all. That's Aniyah. You know, it's the Alkaline Master Chef. Y'all make sure y'all follow her too. Make sure y'all follow her too. Her cookbook is coming out. Her and Kawhi, my other wife Kawhi, gonna be having some dope cooking classes, herbal classes together. All this is on the new website under Yaki TV. The new website go hard, y'all. I'm telling you, this new website is mind blowing. Man, it's one of the dopest websites on planet Earth. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What else we got? Erica Burns, how you doing, Queen? Yaki, when will I be getting my 3 bitters? I don't know, Queen. I don't even know your order number. You got to reach out to us about that. But Aniyah made a whole Aniyah and Kawhi and my mama and my sister. They actually made a gang of 3 bitters today. So we got a gang of them over here. So they be getting shipped out tomorrow in the go. It's a good Joel Alexander. Let me get you on here. Joel Alexander, how to heal polycystic kidney disease. All right, poly means many. Cystic means a cyst or what you would call a tumor. Disease means it's bringing your body to a state of dis-ease. All right, when you look inside a polycyst, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find protein. All right, the proteins cannot be broken down and assimilated by the kidneys, so they stack up with a nitrogen base on the kidneys and they grow from there. Cystic means there's many. The best way to get rid of polycysts on the kidneys is cleansing and flushing the kidneys. Before you get the lymphatic system open, you must open up the kidneys. You should be on nothing but a fruit diet. If you actually got polycystic disease, I wouldn't even be eating fruits. I'd be eating actually the fruit juice, the blood of the vine. In Hebrew, it's called Pari Hagafane, the blood of the vine. And that's the fruit juice. You drink that down, hydrated, get things moving, because you got to shrink these cysts and you got to break them up and break them off because they full of uric acid, lactic acid, phytic acid, and they full of phosphorus and nitrogenous base. So in order to break that up, we got to flush them. Just like if the river dam break and it floods and it just wash houses down, that's the same thing you got to do when it comes to tumors and things in the body. You got to break that shit up. You break it up with hydration, hydrate the body, make sure the blood is staying at a homeostasis alkalinity balance of 7.45. Monitor the blood. What you're going to need is my kidney and adrenal kit, bro. Jewel. My kidney and adrenal kit from off the website. It's under kits and bundles, kidney adrenal kit. You get that kit, you get on an all fruit diet, follow the directions on the website. I pray to God that the website will be live tomorrow. If not, it's still on the current website that's up now, www.yakiawaken.com. Get the kidney adrenal kit with an all fruit juice diet, and we'll put you a part of the portal, and we'll make sure we get you some counselors and everything on the way. And man, you can get rid of that in no time. And another new thing about the website, we actually have counselors and therapists now, y'all. So you know, you don't have to just talk to me and Kawhi Aniyah all the time now. We actually have counselors who I'm teaching that's going to be able to assist you when we don't have time to get back at you. Because, you know, we traveling and doing seminars and building things and building healing homes, healing faculties, buying land, like we got some major things in the work here, y'all. So we be super busy. So under the new website, we actually have a herbalist portal. It's called the detoxification portal, y'all. And we can assign you to different clients and to different counselors and therapists that I've trained myself personally that know my product front and back and forth, that'll be able to assist you in your healing. I'll give a round of applause for that. I'm super happy about that. Super excited. So that's what you need, though, Jewel. Most definitely get that adrenal kidney and adrenal kit with an all fruit diet. All right, and make sure that you're not on any proteins at all. Make sure that you're not on any yeast, on any processed sugars, or nor on any salt, because that salt is going to rob your cells of potassium monophosphate. That's going to dry them cells out more, and them cells are going to become proteins if you dry out all of the electrolytes from it. Remember, in chemistry, protein or protons steal and borrow positive charge from electrons or electrolytes or alkaloids. So proteins rob the body of alkaline, which is creating the body an acidic environment. All right, that's a quiz. I'm gonna give y'all a quiz before we get off here, so remember that. What else we got? Man, there's so many questions. I be feeling something move in my tummy. Tiffany, most likely you either dealing with a very leaky gut acid, or you dealing with a fluke worm, or you dealing with a tapeworm. Either or, we can get it up out of you. You need to get on my website and literally get you my parasite elimination package. Go on there and get my parasite elimination package or my digestive kit. I don't care what type of parasite in it, we'll get it up out of you. I get pictures every day from my clients of some gnarly, nasty looking parasites. We'll get up out of you. We'll get it up out of you. Who else we got? My bad if I'm missing y'all. Y'all asking a lot of questions. All right, Melissa Winsley. Do you have training programs? Yes, we do. We have herbal programs on the new site. We have cooking programs on the new site. We have spiritual programs on the new site. You know, I'm more than a healer, y'all. I'm a priest, y'all. I'm a very spiritual man, for real, to be honest with y'all. So I love talking about that side too. I'm actually on YouTube under Honoring Humility, where I teach on our spiritual topics as well. I try not to keep the channels mixed, because you see how they knocking down my YouTube channel. I don't want them knocking down the spiritual channel either. But yeah, we're going to be teaching all of that here, Melissa. All the training courses will be on the website. Hey, man, this is my dude right here, Prince Yehuda Levy, man. This is my brother. I love his knowledge and how he soak and learn everything and repost it. Y'all see that? He said proteins rob alkaline, because your proteins rob your electrons. Y'all on here learning, and I love it. Even Himalaya salt. Yeah, yes, if you got polycystic disease or kidney disease, no salt is good for you. Not even sea salt. Now, sea salt is good in certain instances because sea salt dissolves mucus, but sea salt doesn't dissolve acids. So if you got any type of kidney damage or kidney disease, all salt must go out of the diet, because in order to have the liver producing its bowel enzymes by way of the gallbladder and by way of the pancreatic enzymes that's going to assimilate with the gut and the kidneys, you need potassium monophosphate. And I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, but any salt, no matter what it is, whether it have an electrical charge or a negative charge, it's going to take from the potassium. And potassium is vital to cellular longevity. I mean, vital. All right. Oyo. I hope I'm saying your name right. My bad, Queen. I can't really pronounce your name. Hello, Yaki. What the hell? Superficial blood. Okay. Now, to get up these superficial blood clots, Queen, what you're going to need fruits that are very high in tannins. Tannins is TANNIS. And this bioflavonoid, that's a part of your phytonutrients or your phytonutraceutical chemistry compounds inside of the fruits. Tannins have a way with thinning the blood because it eats away at the thick hemoglobin, these globulins that's float around in the bloodstream. And it does it in a way where it really don't kill your bloodstream or rob you of iron phosphate. So you need to go on a grape diet, or you can go on a grape juice diet. With the grape juice diet, just watch your sugar if you got any type of diabetes, because it will spike up. Now it will pass over the cellulose and then go through something called cellular infusion to bring your glycogen and your insulin and balance out your diabetes. But if you don't have diabetes, you don't even got to worry about that. Go on a grapefruit juice diet and all grapes. Do it for like 30 days. You don't even need no herbs for that. Them blood clots will be gone. Now, if you want to assist in herbs, most definitely red clover, green chaparral leaf, burdock root, yellow dock root, the barge family, dandelion root, some cocoa mecca is very, very good for the blood. Cocoa mecca blood root, kalawala, pavana, all these things are very, very good for the blood. Potentially all herbs are blood cleanser. blood cleansers. We as herbalists like to fake and act like it not because they want to make some money, but all herbs cleanse the blood. Because the thing about the blood is the blood have an own entity of its own. The scriptures in the ancient scroll tell us that life is in the blood and it's intelligence inside of your blood. That's where your Akashic records at, and most of your DNA assimilates at inside of the blood, which is produced by the bone marrow. Yeah, all right. So that's where you get into, you know, Adam being taken from the rib and all of that. Notice that she was taken from the thing that protects the most vital organs of the body. Well, the blood is inside of that, and life is inside of the blood. And, you know, that's why they say all life come from woman. But that's a different topic. What I'm trying to show y'all is the blood must maintain a feminine alkalinity, y'all. That's what the blood is. The blood is the feminine liquid inside the body. The lymphatic system is more of the masculine because it deals with the gnarly acid side of chemistry. You see that? So if you really trying to thin your blood, just change your diet, because your blood will automatically thin itself because it maintains its own balance of homeostasis. The blood is so intelligent that soon as some bullshit get in it, it automatically kick it out through the spleen, through the lymphatic system, into the lymphatic system. Automatically. It goes through the stomach and kick it right to the spleen because it knows that the moment it changes its pH balance 2 decimals up or 2 decimals down, you either going to die from alkalosis or acidosis. So the blood will always be alkaline. Now, would it be slightly acidic to the point where you're going to die? No, it won't, but it will be slightly acidic if you're dealing with messed up foods, but it has a way of maintaining itself. But to maintain itself, it's going to start pulling calcium from your thyroid and parathyroid through the hormone parathyroid or parathyroxine. You see that? It's going to start pulling magnesium, calcium from your bone phosphorus matrix. You see that? It's going to start pulling iodine from your thyroid. It's going to start pulling iodine and liver bile from the liver. So you want to make sure that you don't have, your blood don't have to fight for itself, because it will, to maintain the balance, but the body will die from it because it's constantly pulling all types of other electrolytes to become a buffer, an acidic buffer. Acidic buffer is like calcium. Calcium comes and buffer out acids. Mucus. Mucus is another buffer. It's a lipid. It's an oil-based cholesterol lipid oil. What it does is it flushes through the body and goes where most of the cellular erosion it up, cool down the inflammation, because the root word to inflammation is inflamed. You're on fire. So we got to make sure that we're not making our blood fight and defend for ourselves, and we're feeding our blood healthy electrolytes and healthy foods, because if it have to fight for itself, it's going to rob every part of the cellular structure to make sure it maintains its own balance of homeostasis. If y'all got that so far, type in some nines. If y'all got that so far, type in some nines. If y'all got that so far, type in some nines. Yeah, I know it's a lot of information, y'all. I know it's a lot of information, and that's why we're doing this on video, and y'all can slow these things down and go back through them, slower and slower and slower. So that's the reason why these things are recorded. But on a website, y'all, it's going on my membership. So we got the melanin free. The melanin free, you can still buy things, you can search the site and stuff like that. Then you got the melanin silver. The melanin silver is $10 a month. That allow you access to cooking videos and stuff like that. But the real melanin gold membership, that's full access to the site, y'all. And that's what you learning. I mean, everything. All of my lectures going to be there, my interviews. I mean, things you never heard from me before. Is even the day in life of Yaki. I mean, everything is going to be there. And that's where the true thing is. So make sure y'all sign up for that melanin gold membership, y'all. Melanin gold. So it's melanin free, melanin silver, and melanin gold. I can't wait till y'all see it. I posted pictures of it because, I mean, I'm just so intrigued by it because it's so simple, but it's so complex, man. That website is dope than a mug, y'all. Once y'all get on it, y'all see what I'm talking about. But make sure y'all sign up for that melanin gold to get all that info, y'all. All the info. What time is it? Y'all look, 9:30. I got her. Hold on what she said. Look at Tamara. Tamara Balderidge, she said, please, I do not have access. Don't worry about the old website. The website that's up now, don't worry about it. Probably tomorrow or the next day. I know for before Friday, the new website will be up. It's the same link. It's still www.yakiawaken.com. We just got to merge the new site to it. You'll be able to sign up and everything. So don't worry about it. It's coming. It's coming, y'all. I'm trying my hardest to have it up by tomorrow. If not, it's going to be before Friday. That's all we waiting on. That's all we waiting on, family. Look, with that being said, let me hit y'all with a quick quiz. All right, most of y'all, show me the byproducts of protein. Show me the acid side of proteins. Y'all type in the acid side of proteins. I will give y'all one acid side. Proteins create a byproduct process of phytic acid. There go one. Y'all give me the rest. Remember, it's 9 of them. Remember, it's 9 of them. Yaki, Aniya is aware that her website is down. Yeah, Aniya website have now merged with mine. All of her products is on my website. It's on the new website. So there's no Pure by Aniya anymore. She still got her Ani Nature products. We have refined them. We have reformalized them and made them more powerful, but they're on the Yaki Awaken, the new YakiAwaken.com. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Uric acid. Not phosphates, Denise, phosphorus acid. Right, but you was almost there. Phosphorus acid, uric acid. There we go. Yes, not citric acid. Citric come from the actual fruit, y'all. Keto acid. This is what I'm talking about, Keisha. All right, Earl, carbon dioxide. What else? All right, there we go. Tylena Gray, keto acid, ketosis. Brandon carbonic acid. Tamika Holmes, y'all on it? Yeah, y'all look, I love it, man. Y'all be straight listening. Y'all be learning. Let me find out that I got a whole World Wide Web full of healers in this deal, full of gods and queens and kings up in this deal. Because that's what we are. That's what we are. All praises. If you're dealing with a finger wart, you're dealing with yeast and you're dealing with a parasite. Get my parasite elimination package. That will get rid of that with an all fruit diet. Make sure you're not mixing too many fruits because you don't want it to ferment and grow that wart, because fruits do ferment, all right? And they will grow warts. After a while, they'll go away, but the first initial breakdown of the fruits will fermentate and grow the wart. So make sure that you want more of acidic fruits. And I hate the word acidic fruits, so I'm going to call them citrus fruits, like pineapples, lemons, key limes, and things like that. More of your, pomegranates, tangerines, more of your astringent fruits. Citrus that's going to pull on them warts. All right. Look, with that being said, I love y'all indeed and in truth. Hey, did Kobe end up putting this information in here for y'all can follow him? Anybody, did Kobe put his information in here? Let me know, family. Y'all make sure y'all start following him because he is going to start doing his podcasts and showing y'all how to get to that money. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about it is you ain't got to chase it. You a God. It comes to you. You can manifest any reality you want. Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. If you think it, it can most definitely manifest. But first, you got to change that diet. There you go. Kobe Pegway. Follow him, y'all. Make sure y'all follow his page. Yep. There it is, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all keep posting that. Hit him up. Make sure y'all follow Aniya. Make sure y'all follow Kawhi. All right, I love y'all indeed in the truth, family. Look. Y'all put in the comments, I love myself. If you love yourselves, I love myself. Put it in the comments. Let me know you love yourself. There you go. Kobe put it in there. I love myself. I love myself. Where you think the word self come from? Because you are made up of 150 trillion cells. So if you love yourself, make sure you feeding yourself righteous food. Make sure you eating yourself high light frequency foods that's full of intelligent information. Make sure you feeding your family, your husband, your wife, your children, light code information, intelligence. This is what's going to bring on Black liberation. If you truly love yourself, you wouldn't be putting alcohol all in your body, killing your liver. You wouldn't be smoking your lungs to death, killing that spirit, the etheric Ruach HaKodesh that's inside of your lungs. You will make sure you're putting the right things in your skin, not all these perfumes. They got all these azodyes in it and all these acids inside of them. You'll be wearing beautiful 100% clothing, not mixing your fabric that's going to mess with the antennas, your nervous system, or the extension of your nervous system of your skin, for your skin to scan the environment the right way, for you can make proper decisions and judgments. If you truly love yourself, your conversation is going to be different. Everything that you speak of is going to be about purpose. It's going to be about life. Death will no longer be a part of your culture. If you truly love yourself, you will be out here procreating, making babies, black man, black woman. We need it. It's essential. If you truly love yourself, you will be drinking high pH balanced water. You'll be on fruit juices. If you truly love yourself, you'll be listening to the right music, not music that's talking about killing your black sister, killing your black brother, calling a black woman bitches and putting her down. You'll be listening to high vibrational music. If you truly love yourself, the television program would not be on at all. You'll spend more time reading books. You'll spend more time reading books than watching the television. If you truly love yourself. So look, y'all, choose today to love yourself. All right? You got any bullshit in them cabinets in that refrigerator? Go throw it out. Step out on a leap of faith. We are spiritual people. We have faith because we have melanin. Use it today, family. Use it. All right? I love y'all. I love y'all indeed in the truth. I'll be back at y'all next Tuesday, most high willing. I will be in Greenville, Mississippi on the 5th and 6th of February. We'll be doing one of the dopest seminars that ever touched this planet. If y'all can get the tickets, be there. Endless ways to go live. If you're scared of this fake ass disease that don't exist called COVID-19, but if you believe it exists in your reality, which it don't, we've been proving that. Did a whole documentary on that. But if you do believe it exists, you can pay and you can watch it online, family. I love y'all indeed in the truth. Peace, peace, shalom, shalom, peace, love, and light and healing.